This is Henderson Penn's podcast episode 234 for Wednesday, June 21st, 2017. This is Brian.
This is Lisa.
Dancing Queen. Yeah.
Come on, how can you not dance to that? It's just like, it's happy. Anyway, enough already.
Here we are.
Here we are. Oh my God. So last week we announced that we were having visitors that night, and oh my God, I jinxed it. They got here, but it was just the one day last week with bad weather, and by bad weather, I mean 4 tornadoes in Appleton bad weather.
Which doesn't happen.
Yeah. So our beloved sales rep, Scott Hammer, was flying in from the East Coast to Detroit, and then from Detroit to Appleton. The weather was so bad that, like, minutes before they were touching down in Appleton, they diverted him to Green Bay, where he said they very calmly, very efficiently got him off the plane, he and the other passengers, and they took him down into the basement of the Green Bay airport. He said it was done really well. He said you'd never have that kind of calm, efficient kind of thing going on, in LaGuardia or anywhere else. But he ended up finally Ubering down from Green Bay here.
And actually only being 2 hours late.
Yeah, it all things considered wasn't so bad. The rest of the party was flying in from L.A., on a direct flight to Chicago, and then from Chicago up to Appleton. Their Chicago to Appleton flight was canceled. I guess they were rebooked onto a 9 o'clock flight, but they got partway here, ended up in Des Moines, Iowa, where they were eating cheese curds at one point.
Yeah. We were supposed to be having steak.
We were supposed to go to Lombardi's in Appleton, amazing, amazing steakhouse, and so we felt really bad that they were having cheese curds in the airport for food. They finally got to Chicago. They did eat dinner while they were waiting for their luggage, which didn't show up. So then they rented a car and drove to Appleton, got in at like 3:30 in the morning, and then we had breakfast with them at 8:30. So amazing troopers.
They looked remarkably fresh, all things considering, but
we did end up going to Lombardi's with Scott, so at least somebody in the party got the Lombardi's, and it took 3 of us to polish off the dessert. One piece of dessert.
We didn't finish it.
And we didn't even finish it, so amazing time. But the visit, oh my God, it was such an honor and a privilege to host such wonderful people, and we just had the best time. It was such a good meeting.
Yep. It was awesome.
I'm never speechless, but it was just...
So should we rehash who was here?
Yes, let's do it.
In case you missed it last week, President of Sailor Japan, Mr. Hisa, the export manager, Mr. Mori, and the overseas division manager and interpreter, Mr. Yasui, from Sailor Japan.
They were so sweet.
And Don Takamura, president of Atoya in California, and Larry Kiak, which was the vice president of Atoya, and our sales rep, Sampro vice president, Scott Hammer. So that was the dignitaries in town.
It was cool just to have Scott, Don, and Larry come to the store and see it, and to meet the team of amazingly talented people who work with us. But then you add in the Japanese executives, and it was just, we got to see some secret things. We got to learn about things coming down the road.
That's a really cool thing.
Yeah.
So
it was killing me. It was like, you can't tell anybody about this. You can't tell anybody about that. I'm like, I just need to leave.
Yeah, I got a whole page of stuff I can't tell anybody anything about.
Let me leave because it's, No, it was a great meeting. We got to show them how we do some of the things we do, where it's done, who does it. It was just a really, really productive, I'm just going to go there and say bonding experience.
Yeah, I guess so. It was pretty awesome. So we did to get to ask. We had a little bit of time to ask questions, things we'd like to see, but unfortunately not a terrible lot of time for that. We actually only ended up after breakfast having about two-ish, little over 2-ish hours before they had to leave. So
But oh my God, what a great
yeah, it was
2.5
It
hours.
was really awesome. So we got some pictures.
You know what I should have asked?
What's that?
Can I see Mr. Hisa's collection? Can you imagine?
President Hisa has been with the company for, what did we say? He was 40 years?
Yes.
40 years.
Literally started at the bottom, worked his way to the top. Nice man, humble, very willing to learn. All three of them were. It was really, I was totally terrified. Culturally, there are a lot of things to learn, and we really wanted to make sure we got it right. And I don't think we screwed anything up.
We did a pretty good job.
Yeah.
This image here on the left is President Hisa, and
With his arm up.
With his arm up, and to his left or to the right in the picture is export manager, general manager, Mr. Mori. And so I'm sure I don't know what they were doing at this point in time, but we had a little presentation for them. And this is on the left in the image is Vice President of Toya, Larry Keok, and Scott Hammer
On the right.
on the right. And maybe my favorite picture from the entire event, I made them laugh.
They laughed quite a bit. They were in excellent spirits. I would have been exhausted and cranky from all the travel and being diverted and whatever. But what did you do? You pretended to steal
Well,
somebody's
this
pen?
is so on the left here is Mr. Yasui, and then President Hisa and Mr. Mori on the right. They were showing us a new pen that is coming out very
God.
soon. And
You steal my heart.
Scott gave it to me, and I promptly put it in my pocket. They found that hysterical. So, but what they didn't realize is I wasn't kidding. So it was a nice looking pen. And Mr. Mori had a really nice pen. He had.
I want that pen.
What would you call that? That was like a gray lame.
It
was a Pro Gear Slim?
Yes, it was a Pro Gear. And those of you who may remember, I have this fairly robust Pro Gear Slim collection. I'd never seen this one, and I think I want it. A light gray, kind of a medium gray, certainly not dark, like a fog gray that sparkled.
And it had a ruthenium trim. Did it have ruthenium
I believe
trim on
so.
it? Dark
believe
trim
so.
on this thing. It was killer.
It
Oh
was
my
beautiful. Yeah.
God. I don't know.
I have a purple one that's similar that has little
That's
teeny
sparkling,
tiny sparkles
Yep.
in it. So this would be great next to the purple.
Yeah, no,
So,
he
Mr. Mori.
he wanted it
10
back.
East College Avenue.
He wanted it back. Oddly enough, Mr. Mori was the only one that actually wrote with a fountain pen.
I didn't even notice.
Everybody else wrote with ballpoints. Mr. Yasui had a Four Seasons blue ballpoint. President Hisa had a what did he have? I can't remember. It was either a Pro Gear or a Pro Gear Sigma, Pro Gear 2. Scott had a Pro Gear 2 ballpoint.
Well, given how much they travel,
yeah.
sometimes it's safer.
And I didn't notice Larry. Larry usually has a Pro Gear roller ball that he uses, but
nice.
I didn't see it. But Mr. Mori was the only one that actually used a fountain pen, which was cool. So let's see what else do we have here. Here we have our manager Dave and Lisa, and then that's Don Takamura, Toya president. I don't know what you're chatting about, but
Oh, they're doing my colors. Jessica does the match up what you wear to ink and.
Okay. So there was that, and last but not least, you can see this picture on social media a little bit bigger, but that's the crew.
I'm hiding in the background.
Lisa's hiding in the back. I didn't realize it, but I don't know where Scott was, but he made like only the last 2 images, which was kind of funny. Then he kind of jumped in there, but this was the whole crew out in front of our store.
It was
which is pretty cool.
Such a great time. We learned a lot. We got to share a lot. They left with big smiles on their faces. I have a feeling we will see them again.
Yep. I don't know. We'll have to look. There may be some certain things we can talk about. Certain things that they've worked on.
We'll have to ask.
But
a lot of cool things coming down the pike. All of it is good. All of it is really positive and some really cool things. So
there are new pens coming out. That's
yes.
all we can say. Some of them, the
That's
one
all
that
you can say.
one that I stole might be coming soon. I did not steal it. I gave it back to him. But anyway,
You thought about it.
I did think about it, but So anyway, terrific visit. Sad it was shortened by weather, but they were real troopers. They didn't.
I mean, anyone who travels extensively, especially anyone who travels internationally, you learn quickly to, what's the word I'm looking
How to
for?
pack.
Well, how to pack and how to be willing to roll with the punches, be versatile, be adaptive.
Yep.
But everybody they looked like they'd gotten more sleep than we did.
They probably did.
Yeah. It was an awesome visit. I will confess that by the time that our pen club Thursday night rolled around, I was fried.
Yeah,
I felt so bad. I felt like I was a zombie. We had a good turnout. We had a good time, but I will confess that mentally I think I was just gone.
Yeah, completely fried. So that was that.
You got a new pen.
I did get a new pen. It was Father's Day on Sunday.
So happy Father's Day, belated, to all of you fathers, stepfathers, wannabe fathers, fur fathers, whatever.
Whatever. I completed my rod and vanishing point collection.
Yes, you did.
The water stripe.
This is cool. You
Which
might
is
have to let
nice.
me borrow it.
I like it. I can see why people prefer this one slightly over the water surface, which are the longer stripes. I'd like them all, of course, but I have all 4, including, and some of you are thinking they only make 3, but the Rodden Galaxy, the lesser expensive of the bunch, they actually made an earlier version that was smaller pieces of Rodden.
So now
And
you have.
it extends out a little bit further. It's significantly different. When you see it, you'll be like, oh, that's cool. So I have them all now. That's nice. I've been using it for the last couple days. And apparently I said something about a desk full of sailors. So there
You're gonna
is.
kill people.
This is the display I put out for the gentlemen when they came from Japan.
Actually, it was cool. Was it Mr. Yasui who said he'd never even seen some of them?
Yes. So
That was fun.
The picture's a little dark, but from left to right on the screen, I'll kind of whip through them. Marbled ebonite, full-size Pro Gear with chrome trim. I've got 2 mosaics there. Full-size Pro Gear is green and brown. Then a green 1911 standard mosaic with gold trim. A brown 1911 standard mosaic with the rhodium trim, and then 3 ribbed 1911s, old style with the semi-flat top, red, green, which is kind of unusual, and black 1911 large micarta in rhodium trim, and then 3 Magellans, one in a very unusual blue, dark blue marbled pattern, which I believe is a limited edition. There were only 150 made, and then your standard jade and lapis.
And what's on the bottom?
Then there's a tray in front that has the King of Pen Rialo, 1911, and the Pro Gear Hakame Ryusen Urushi
Is it the anniversary pen?
That was, yeah, the pen you gave me for anniversary. So
Okay.
That's what sits on my desk these days.
More importantly, can you, not now on screen, but could you, if you had to, tell me where you got each of those pens?
Yeah, pretty
From
pretty
me,
much.
me, show,
Yeah.
me,
Yeah, I can
show.
tell you. Yep. I know where I got them all.
All right.
So, anyway, yeah, that's what sits on the desk. And I like it's a nice looking display. Isn't it?
He wanted to put 2 of these out. I thought it was a little overkill.
Yeah, that might be a little
Yeah.
overkill. So
That's
the rest stay in the binder.
It's a little braggy.
We got a couple new products in.
We
this last
do.
week.
This is so cool. I'm very excited.
This one we've been waiting for since February.
The Monteverde Giant Sequoia, which is true to its name. It's kind of a chunky pen. What I love about it is the material. It's the same stripe, at least this one, as the old Monteverde Prima material.
Mm-hmm.
And this, which we each have one.
Yep.
So I'm thrilled that they brought this back. It's definitely a chunkier pen.
It's about girth, the same size as a King of Pen, 149. I mean, it's a little bit shorter, but
Pretty pen. They did a nice job.
number 6 nib, cartridge converter. But it comes in 3 colors: the blue, which is kind of a blue and a
Blue and a brown.
goldish brown, and then there's a nice green and brown.
That's pretty.
And then a brown in brown
It's a
marble.
brown with a darker brown. Yeah,
So
they're really well done.
yeah, nice. And so they come in fine, medium, and fine, medium, broad, and stub. They're the Monteverde, but like I say, the number 6 size, so you can put a Anderson Penziovo extra fine or 1.1 or 1.5 or whatever into the pen if you want to swap them out. So. Nice looking pens, though. I think it's real and solid. I like that the section matches. It's not just
Yes.
a plain black section.
Yes, that's really a nice touch.
It really goes together really well. It's a nice looking pen. So,
What
ink.
else?
You want to do some ink? This is like your department.
Love me some ink.
I just put a picture of a bottle up. So
Well, that's boring.
well, it's hard to.
I know. 2 new Robert Oster ink colors came in last week. Clay red, which is a pretty brick red, and purple jazz, which has replaced the purple soul in the Oster lineup. So we're excited to have those in. I haven't heard that he has any new inks in the last week, so maybe he's on vacation or something.
Yeah.
But no, two brand new pretty colors. Grab them while they're here. And then there's this baby. Retro 51 knocks it out of the park. You like that?
That's cute.
Pretty good, right? With this play ball limited edition, they do such a great job. Their art department is amazing. I think we only have a couple of these left. If you're a baseball fan or you know somebody who's a baseball fan, grab this baby because it's cool.
Yeah, it's nice. Very subtle. It's got the baseball on the top disc.
Yep. The box matches.
It's cute. It's real cute.
Yeah.
I think there were less than 10 left this morning, so it won't be sticking around.
Yeah.
What else we got?
Can we talk about what's coming in the next week?
I think there's not much to talk about.
You sure?
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, go ahead.
We will have a new paper line coming in the next week, so keep an eye on things there. I don't know if it's up yet or.
It's in process.
All right, well, check it out. You guys are going to be excited. And we have some moving around in the store to do because we're getting a giant fixture. I think beer needs to be involved for that.
It's probably going to happen on Friday.
Yeah.
I guarantee it. It's going to happen on Friday.
What else is coming? Some new repair supply stuff.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. Yeah.
A new polish will be here next week. And
Not quite as, we do carry semi-chrome, but we're looking, which works really well. But we're going with a lesser abrasive polish,
A kinder, more gentle.
more gentler set of polishes actually, system as it were. That's actually even less expensive than semi-chrome. So
Yep.
it worked. When I tried it out on a vintage Esterbrook, I was shocked. It was really, it did a wonderful job.
So we're excited about that. I don't even know. After the sailor visit, we've just been in catch-up mode, I guess. But we do have some other new things coming in, so give it another week or two. Next week, we will not have the podcast for the week. I'm having some shoulder surgery, and I don't know what shape I'll be in on Wednesday.
Well, I could just do it.
Well,
I could have mean Eric.
good luck for that. All right. Don't I need you at physical therapy or something?
I think you do.
I think I do.
What else you got? Anything?
Your birthday's coming up, so you have to pick. There are 2 more boxes on your desk.
They are in order.
Okay.
They are in order. You notice I have the labels facing
Yeah,
me
so
I
you can see
them.
which one. So
Yes.
Brian has his birthday pen picked out, and then I think the next gift-giving opportunity.
July 4th. Celebrate independence.
I think it's gonna be
July 4th.
Mid-July for we're finally taking a honeymoon in mid-July after 7 years. So maybe you can have a honeymoon pen.
I like this. It's small. It's a smaller pen. It'll take up less space.
There you go. What am I gonna get?
You can get whatever you want.
Ooh, I have that on video.
You can have whatever you want.
Yes.
Because when those 2 go off the desk, there's a couple more that are going
Oh my
to just
God.
replace it.
Oh my
And
God.
they're also in gold boxes.
Oy.
So.
So anyway, I think that's it. That's enough.
All right. Thanks for joining us this week. Tune in next week when we're talking about pens, ink, and paper.
Follow our blog for news, ink reviews, all sorts of fun videos, and check us out on social media as Anderson Pens.
Have a great day, everyone.